Welcome to the Raise podcast with Carol Barwick. We're here to raise your confidence and inspire your creativity. This time, it's more like a season of mini episodes where Carol explores the raise word. The raise word is a word that will encourage you or empower you and at times inspire you to explore the word a little more for yourself. Each episode is just 10 to 15 minutes with the idea you can have a listen while you drink your cuppa. So grab your favourite drink and let's get started. Well, hello and welcome to A Cuppa with Carol. I'm Carol Barwick. Hey, Happy New Year. It is the 7th of January, so I think I'm still allowed to say that. But listen, actually, if it was the 22nd of February or the 4th of March or the 16th of November, there's always a chance to start again, isn't there? There's always a chance to have a new year, a new chance to try things out. So don't worry about all those resolutions and things like that. Every day is a chance to start anew, but I digress. The word that we're looking at today is the word belong. Over the Christmas season, I asked people on our Raise Facebook community what kind of words they'd like us to look at this year. And this was one that came up. It was the word belong. Actually, another word that came up was the word community. And we're looking at that in the Facebook group this week. But we already have a Facebook episode, a podcast episode, on community. It was our very, very first one. So if you fancy having a listen to the very first podcast episode where we didn't have good fancy tech, we didn't have all the microphones, we still had a brilliant guest, but we were all very new to it, do have a listen. You can find that on our listening platforms. So the word belong. I wonder what the word belong means to you. I told you that there is a Facebook community, and I hope that the people that are in that community feel like they belong. And actually, it's a special community made up of people that I did groups with in the past. So there are people that used to be at the Raise Your Voice choir. There are people that used to be in the Raise and Shine Storytime sessions. There are people from my youth work days that have still stayed really loyal and are still important friends even now. There are people from my church. There are my friends and even some of my family. Lots and lots of different groups where I felt that I belonged, and I created a space where I hope other people felt they belonged too. There are lots of different ways to belong, aren't there? So I've mentioned a choir, a story time session, but I wonder where you feel you belong. Do you belong to a group? Or did you belong to a group? I used to be a brownie. I don't think I was a very good brownie. I never had 10p, gasp, 10p in my pocket so that I could use the phone box. Yeah, I know, I'm really showing my age now. But I wonder if you ever belonged to one of those groups, brownies or guides or cubs or scouts. If you belong to a gaming community, if you belong to the TikTok community, do you belong to a choir? Do you belong to a faith group of some kind? Do you feel that you belong somewhere? I really hope so, because the essence of belonging somewhere is important. For me, it's a way of feeling that you are valued somewhere by other people, that hopefully have some kind of commonality with myself. So I hope that you feel you belong somewhere. It might be your family. It might be one of those groups that we talked about. And I wonder what it is that makes us feel that we belong. Is it when somebody listens to you? Is it when somebody discusses something with you that you are also interested in? Is it that person that phones you up and says, "Where were you this week? We missed you." Never underestimate the importance of telling somebody that they were missed. It's really important. It's a lovely thing to do. And it's not about shaming people. It's not about saying you were meant to be here. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we missed you as a person simply because what you had to offer wasn't there for this week. Never underestimate the importance of that, helping somebody else to feel that they belong. I often share a poem or a song, and what I've started doing and will continue to do is sharing lyrics, and then the song goes on our Buy Me a Coffee page. But as it's our very first episode back, I'm going to add the complete song to this podcast episode, and it's a good one. I was thinking about what I should share this week, and I often think back over the albums that I've done over the years and the songs that I've written. And I was thinking back to the songs that I'd written on the Streets for Hope album, around the working with street children in Guatemala. And when it comes to belonging, that was a very interesting kind of way of understanding, because for the children that worked and lived on the street, often they didn't feel they belonged anywhere, or they felt that they completely belonged. They belonged on the street. They belonged in their gangs. They belonged to groups of children that did things that we wouldn't ordinarily think are a good idea for children, but it helped them to belong. And I wrote a song. God really prompted me to write a song called Children of the Promise. And it was very exciting because I ended up writing and recording it with M People's Paul Hurd. And that was a wonderful experience for me. And I recorded it with one of my best friends, Hannah. And it was lovely to be able to sing it. So we're going to pop that on at the end. But if you listen all the way to the end, you will hear that the very last words of the song are, "We belong." And the song was about why the children felt they belonged. They felt they belonged in God's family. That was a place where they felt that they belonged. The children that we worked with, and many of them that we spoke to, felt they belonged in God's family. I hope that you feel like you belong somewhere. Please come and join our Facebook community. Please pop things in the comments when you've listened to this podcast, and that's a lovely way of belonging. Please join the Buy Me a Coffee page. I'm trying to make that a bit more of an interactive experience. I'm finding my way and learning my way around that. But come and belong in Raise somewhere, because you belong. You will have something to offer. You have something of value. You matter. Thanks for having a cuppa with me. Let's have a cuppa again soon.
We're
If you've enjoyed having a cuppa with me, then you can buy me a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Carol Barwick. Let's have a cuppa again soon.